Hello, this is Eugenia. Today I'm going to talk about my awakening whilst watching Chilean flamingos at Washington Wetland Center. So, what is awakening? Awakening is a profound shift in consciousness where an individual begins to let go of old beliefs and opens to a deeper understanding of life. It is a deep recognition of your own nature beyond ego roles and conditioning. Awakening is realizing who and what you already are without filters, habits, false stories, and taught beliefs. What causes an awakening? Some people awaken when they go deeper with spirituality, begin spiritual practices such as meditation and others. Whilst other people awaken spontaneously due to severe suffering. Mine was due to the latter. For 3 years, I was having major problems at work. I tried to get these addressed with no success. I even got depressed and sought treatment for that. I buried myself in work and the exams I was writing. But things only seemed to get worse. I started seeking answers as to what was the cause of all this, because this obviously was not normal. I wanted to know when it was going to end. I wanted to know what the outcome of all these work problems was going to be. A number of psychics that I consulted described my work situation, that my colleagues were ganging up against me and tormenting me. They described similar events at home and in my neighborhood. I had noticed some things in my neighborhood, but I just dismissed them, engrossing myself in my work and exams. I wasn't aware of how bad things really were. However, I was told not to worry because I was protected by God, my ancestors, and archangels. Nothing would happen to me. They said all this was happening because I was going through an awakening. I was a chosen one of the 144,000, a star seed, and I had a special purpose to complete which no one else could. I started researching on all these things, and that was my introduction to New Age spirituality. So what has this experience been like? It's a year now, and I'm still going through the awakening. Other people's journeys are shorter. I didn't know anything about awakening or anyone who had gone through it. I didn't know what to expect. After the first few months, I thought it was coming to an end. I would ask, are we there yet? I was always reassured and told to continue going. I was being guided along the journey, and only one step at a time was being revealed. 1 year later, we are still at it. I have learned a lot about spirituality and continue to do so on a daily basis. I have learned to move at a speed comfortable to me, which could explain why my awakening is taking this long. I have missed a number of opportunities because I was not yet ready for them, or I actually didn't even notice that they were there. But as the universe works, it always brings back those opportunities later on. And I've taken advantage of them. The divine has also shown me a lot of grace because God knows that all these things were new to me. There are different stages and phases to awakening. Some are more uncomfortable than others. My journey has been long and painful. I have learned to just sit with the painful experiences till they pass. It gets better with time as one gets to understand how things work. I am supported on my journey. I see a lot of signs, synchronicities, and I get a lot of communication in my dreams. I now also have support from mentors. Along the way, my purpose was revealed to me. There are a number of things that I'm manifesting in my life. I left the finer details to the divine, and I was promised that the universe was going to exceed my wildest dreams. I have learned many lessons, but I'm just going to talk about a few. Everyone's journey is different. Alignment is key. Divine timing is at play, and there is no need to force anything. As one learns along the way, time for integration is important. Self-care and rest are very important. The use of grounding techniques is priceless. Obedience is key. I was told to write a book. I had no clue how to go about it, but I've now published Rising of the Phoenix, which is available on Amazon. It talks about my experiences in detail. I hope sharing my experiences encourages those who are also going through their own awakening, and it will also encourage people to start researching on topics such as awakening, spirituality,